Hey guys, it's Nick here, and the reason why I'm not showing my face right now really is because I'm in tears, and I don't want you guys to see me like this, so I'm just gonna do this video. So today, around 2:30, I'd say, 2:30 to 3, our dog Klaus was finally laid to rest. He no longer has to suffer anymore. He's in a better place, and I'm gonna miss him. And it was today that I realized how much I loved him. Really, you never really get that. Now, in my last video, if you didn't really think I was upset, well, today I really put him down. I walked out of the room and I just flooded with tears. So I recorded him getting put down, and the reason for that, before you think I'm a sick asshole, is because it's the last time I'm ever going to see him alive. And I'm not going to keep watching it or anything, but I just thought it'd be a special moment to capture, because, like I said, last time I'm ever going to get to see him. So, even that video last night, that I made from last night, just kind of teared me up a bit. So, it's going to be hard living without him, but it's, you got to move on. And I feel better because I know I'm going to see him when I die, so it's not a total loss, so I just, I don't even know what the fuck, I don't care. You can look at me. I'm okay for the most part. I know I don't really look like I was crying, but trust me, I was. Which explains the snot and shit, and allergies, I tell you that, So, I guess, if you have pets, spend as much time with them as you can, because there's going to be a point where they have to go. Now, if you guys are wondering what my dog died of, he was just really old. My mom said we picked him up when I was 4 in 1998, so I'm assuming, well, that's like 12 years right there. No, not 12 years, 14 years. So, isn't like dog years like whatever times 7? So, if that's true, 7 times 14, fucking 98, man. 98 human years. It's ancient shit, So, I just never realized how much he meant to me, So, you're gonna miss him. Really gonna. But, it was nice to make that video last night. Just to know that I wasn't gonna leave so I could just go watch that video and just know that I got one last chance to say something to him. And today, when he was getting put down, I just told him, in front of everyone, I was just like, Jesus is going to take care of you, I wanted my dog's ashes, but we couldn't afford it, so we had to just let him get burned, cremated, and whatever happens next is whatever happens next. So, it wasn't really him I was upset over, too. It was, but it wasn't just him. I also thought about my grandfather, because when he died, I didn't really shed a tear until, just last night, So, it's really hard, to say goodbye for, a long time to something, But I've realized that shit now, It's, it was tough, Like I said, we still have another dog that's going to get old and die someday, But, it's like, when you get a pet, you need to expect that shit. They're gonna die, and you're gonna have to witness it. you know, so enjoy all the moments you can with that animal or pet, where the fuck you got, because you never know, like, he got killed tomorrow by getting run over by a car or something like that. Not to sound like an asshole or anything, but yeah. And Klaus wasn't just, he wasn't a dog. He was my fucking brother, you know, the brother I never had. I have a bitch of a sister, but I never had a brother. And he was the brother, even if he was like, what, 80 years older than me, 70 years older than me. I don't care, you know. He was still my friend, you know, really good friend. So I'm gonna miss him, but you know, perhaps it's, you know, for the best. He won't have to suffer any longer, and I hope God tells him how much I love him. And yeah, I mean, it was really tough to watch. So I could not believe it was happening right in front of my eyes when he was getting put down. You know, it was like, it was all a dream to me. I wished it was all a dream, but unfortunately, it was real. And it was actually happening in front of my eyes, and I wished it wouldn't happen. I prayed to God, and I said, you know, I'll give anything, literally anything, just fucking let him live, you know. I don't care if I have to give him my musical ability, my YouTube account, whatever the fuck it is. Just please let him, you know, please just let him survive. Let me die before him. I'm the one who's been fucking committing sins. He hasn't done shit wrong, you know. But, you know, I'm scared because I'm going to end up like that someday. And I have a feeling I'm going to die young from a heart attack because the way I eat and shit, you know. I barely ever eat anything healthy. I usually eat just like fucking Subway. But, I mean, I'll have that sometimes, but mostly I have like fucking cheeseburgers and shit. That shit's going to clog my arteries, man. I'm going to have a heart attack, you know. So, and you know, if I was ever like in a bad accident and I needed life support, just fucking cut the power on me. Don't want that shit on me. God, you know, God will take me when it's my time, unless I like commit suicide. But I don't need a piece of machinery keeping me alive. If you know, if God, you know, if I die anyway, that means, you know, God wanted me. If, you know, if I don't die, it means, you know, hey, he's, you know, I still got something to live for, you know. So this was a very sad day, and now here's the thing, people. I don't want you guys thinking I'm gonna get all depressed and I'm gonna cut myself or any shit like that. My arms are just fine. See, but it's definitely gonna be a challenge to get through. You know, it's this guy I've lived with more of my life than my grandfather, so it's. I wasn't really close to my grandfather, although he's the only guy who'd play NES with me, and I mean legit NES, like the actual console, kick my ass at Dr. Mario, and you know. But anyways, my dog Klaus, he was like the best dog anyone could get, you know. But like I said, he had to go sometime, and I know I have a way of repeating myself, but it's just wow. It's soothing to know he's in good hands now. He'll never have to suffer again. And what made me cry though was not the fact that he was dead, really. It's just fucking picturing him, his spirit falling up to the heavens and shit. It really made me tear up there. So as I walked out of the vet, I was just like, I just yelled out, it's like, it's not fair, it's not fair. You know, why was it him? Why could it have been me? But I don't know, you know. But for all you guys who have, you know, told me, you know, your condolences or whatever, seriously appreciate it. This isn't just a fucking animal that's gone or whatever. He was a fucking brother, you know. Not a fucking. You know, like I said, I regret something I'll never forgive myself for. Was like, for the past couple of years, I haven't even been fucking like, I haven't fucking done anything with him really. And I remember like he'd be in the garage or he'd be in the fucking our other garage in my old house barking, for help or whatever. I just fucking ignore him. I mean, I'll never forgive myself for that, It's a tough thing to deal with, but it's the price you pay when you buy a pet. You risk it dying, you witness the death. And I guess the lesson here is spend as much time with your pets as long as you can, even if you don't pay much attention to them, if you don't really like them, whatever. Go up to them, give them a fucking big hug or some shit like that, because like I said, you never know when they're gonna die. I was hoping, Duke Nukem Forever would keep me happy and shit, but it ain't gonna fucking relieve me over fucking my dog dying, so, gonna be tough to deal with, and I don't think I'm gonna need counseling or any shit. I mean, I'm sure I'll be fine, but, I will say this though, if I don't come back or whatever, it's not because I committed suicide, alright? So I assure you I got murdered or some crap like that. But I would never kill myself, not for anything at all. Not even if I was fucking Aqualung, on the streets and shit. That song also got me thinking about my dog. 'Cause it sounds kinda like it'd be about my dog if he were a human, So, Klaus, God bless you, man. Hope you're doing good up there. And like I said, I will see you up there. It's gonna be a long time probably, but I promise you, I will be there with you. And it'll be nice to fucking pet you again and just know that you're in good hands. Because like I said, in the description of my last video, I said, any sane person knows that all dogs go to heaven. So, and I, as a Christian, strongly believe in that. So, maybe I'll make myself feel better by playing Duke Nukem Forever or Counter-Strike or Left 4 Dead 2. Speaking of which, it's funny is I wish it was like Left 4 Dead 2 where I could just open my closet door and he'd be right there, but my dog would be right there. But the fact is, it ain't gonna happen, And if he came back from the dead, if you put him in the pet cemetery and he came back as a zombie trying to kill me, I'd let him do it, because it's like, hey, you're back. I don't give a shit, So, so it might be a little tough playing Left 4 Dead 2 now, but I'll definitely still play it, So, I want to get out some thoughts, about him. Well, Klaus, my mom said he was born on around May of like 98. So, we've had him for a long time, But he was a really good dog. He was smart. He was intelligent. I taught him. I remember I teach him how to open a door. I like grabbed his head, like pushed him against the door, and I didn't just go I just like, and the door was unlocked. And he always like, like push my door, open and go into my room. It was just, man, it was just fucking good memories, man. Very good memories. But another thing I saw on YouTube, and it made me tear up too, is look up a video. I'll put it in the description. It's called Last Minute Ode, and the guy in that video, I just want to fucking go up to him and give him a big hug, Because, I just experienced the same pain he went through. And I went through this as a kid. Like, we had a German Shepherd who got hit by a car, and her back, hind legs were broken, and I don't really remember it much. I mean, I was there when they put her down. I was too young to remember it, So, like I said, I remember it vaguely, and the place that put her down is still there. I mean, I know where it is. But, my mom said that's like they were putting it in her. She was like trying to use her front legs, like trying to get up or whatever. Man. So, anyways, today, I guess I could describe to you guys what it was like. I'm not going to actually upload the last seconds of my dog dying here on YouTube because I know it's going to get flagged. And, if you're so desperate to see it, just send me a PM. But I just kept it, you know, it's the last seconds of my dog being alive, and I just want to witness that, you know. I just want to remember that, you know, that at one time he was alive. So, today, got there, I'm in the car or in the truck, and I'm just thinking, this can't be happening. It's fake. It's hallucination. I'm just dreaming. I'm gonna wake up and he's gonna be alive. I'm gonna go in the garage and he's gonna be right there, laying down. And that's probably what's gonna happen tonight. I'm gonna just go to sleep. I'll wake up. I'll be like, "Hey, Klaus," and realize that he's not there. It's like, oh, well, fuck. So, anyways, so we waited for the doctor. You know, the nurses. They came in there. They gave him put some needles in him. And you know, they shaved some of his hair off because, you know, he had a lot of hair. You saw it in that video. Then and then, you know, a few minutes later, the doctor came in. It was really fast. I mean, we were even now, like, not even in 20 minutes. I mean, it was fucking fast. So, doctor comes in. So he's like, "Oh, okay. I see the problem is, you know. We're all right. Okay, I'll take care of it." And right, and, you know, I asked my mom to make sure. It's like, are they gonna put the injection in? Because the guy had a big needle. It's like, she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, so turn the camera on." I could not fucking not do that. If they told me to turn it off, it's like, "Fuck you, it's my dog. You ain't fucking telling me shit." So, anyways, oh man, I told them, you know, I said, you know, Jesus is gonna take care of you. You know, and I did want to tell him, you know, tell Jesus I'm sorry for what I did, you know, but I was too upset to say anything. I just told him, you know, he's gonna take care of you. I said, "I'll see you again, I promise." You got my word on that. Not necessarily exact words, but they're pretty damn accurate, you know. So it's like, it's hard to believe I'm never gonna see him again, you know, until I die. And I'm scared about that. I'm gonna end up in a fucking retirement home, and I'm just gonna. There won't be video games there. I'll just be fucking sitting there until I die, you know. So, and that's something it's like I want to have kids, but I don't want them to go through that, you know. I want them to live, you know, before I do, you know. Or I mean, before I die, you know. I want them to live after I die. Fuck, what am I saying? So. This is gonna take some, you know, it's gonna take some time to realize he's not here anymore. But I did it with one dog. I'm damn sure I can do it with another. This time though, it's gonna be worse because I wasn't with my German Shepherd Amber as long as Klaus. How many mean they were both German breeds, and you know, like I said, Klaus means a lot to me because apparently his name is my name in German, Nick. So. Oh man, this is just a really hard thing to go through. But like I said, I promise you guys I will be fine. I'm not going to do anything crazy. You got my word on that. I would never do anything crazy. I'm not that kind of person. So, so that's all I want to say to you guys. Like I said, thank you guys so much for the kind comments. I don't want you to think I'm just like, oh, thanks, whatever. I honestly do appreciate it. It's going to be tough to deal with, you know. Anyways, I suggest you take a look at that video in the description. And now, if you guys are dealing with pets who have either died before or are currently, you know, in a bad status or whatever, you know, my condolences go out to you and your family, man. I seriously, fucking, oh man. Now, anyways, I better get going before I start, you know, flooding the room, you know. So, I'll see you guys later. Peace out, and hope you guys have a good one. And thanks for all the kind comments. I honestly do appreciate it. So, I'll see you guys later.